10 life advice tips that are still relevant today. Here are 10 pieces of timeless advice from therapists, career coaches, relationship experts, and writers. I hope you find something that resonates with you. I certainly have and am doing what I can in my power to pass them on to my children. 1. There's more than one way of doing something. I would often see the frustration in my kids repeating a task to either no avail or almost breaking the item. I would show them another way, hoping that they would be convinced mine was a better and more effective way. I call it the happy path to doing things, and would briefly explain that there is always more than one way of doing something. By being open to different ways of doing things, you can often find more efficient, effective, or creative solutions that you may not have thought of before. This can lead to a greater sense of accomplishment and growth, both personally and professionally. 2. Treat others how you want to be treated. Imagine you are having a conversation with someone and they interrupt you repeatedly or talk over you. How does that make you feel? You may feel disrespected, frustrated, or even angry. Imagine reversing the role. This example highlights the importance of treating others with kindness and respect, just as you would like to be treated. It reminds us to listen to others, acknowledge their thoughts and feelings, and communicate with them in a way that is considerate and compassionate. We can build stronger, more positive relationships with others and create a more harmonious and empathetic society. This golden rule is timeless, reminding us to be kind, compassionate, and respectful to others. 3. Follow your passion. Pursuing your interests and/or passions can lead to a more fulfilling and satisfying life. From where I stand, it appears that the vast majority of us are not doing this, or that the passion has been deferred into the future. And the reasons may be along the lines of fear of failure. Pursuing a passion can be risky. Pressures from family financial considerations. Going after a passion can be expensive, and some people may prioritize stability and security over a passion. Lack of support. Everyone's circumstances are unique. However, it's never too late to start exploring and pursuing your interest. Live a little. 4. Never stop learning. I was talking with my life coach friend about how I sometimes feel vulnerable, having to catch up and be on top of things related to the domain of my profession. And he said, for all the years that I have known you, you are the most adaptable person I know. That got me thinking on this point. Lifelong learning can help you stay curious, engaged, and adaptable in a rapidly changing world. 5. Take responsibility for your actions. Holding yourself accountable and learning from your mistakes can help you grow and become a better person. Elon Musk is definitely someone who embodies this advice. In 2016, he immediately took responsibility for the SpaceX rocket explosion during a routine pre-launch test. He made changes to the company's processes and procedures to ensure this would not happen again in the future. Be open about your mistakes and failures. While no one is perfect, it takes a lot of humility to own up to your mistakes and make it a personal commitment to do better. It's not all about you. The best piece of advice I was given was, Danny, it's not all about you. When I'm in a situation where a tough decision has to be made and it feels personal, I remind myself that it's not all about me and that I'm one piece of a bigger universe that's at play right now. I had to learn this the hard way as well. Have the bravery and courage to tell yourself, it's okay. It's not all about you. If you want to, ask for feedback where appropriate. 7. Expect yourself to change. We all change every 5 years or so. More or less, we have to expect ourselves to change, and we have to expect people in our lives to change. That little piece of advice has given me a lot of room for growth. Falling short of that expectation to change yourself, begin to look inward and ask yourself, how you can do insert trait better. Invite yourself to change as opposed to expecting. 8. Focus on what you can control. Letting go of things that are outside of your control can help you a great deal to reduce stress and anxiety, and focus on what you can do to make a positive difference. More often than not, you are in control of your happiness and mental well-being. 9. Don't rush your self-improvement. Don't be so overly involved with your self-improvement. Accept the gifts and abilities that you have, and don't spend so much time trying to develop new ones that you sacrifice your gifts. You are probably a few hundredth version remote from your original self today, and each new version is established from years, if not months, of successfully repeated behavioral changes termed internalization. Weed something, it becomes part of you. Be yourself. David Defoe, a psychotherapist who specializes in depression, anxiety, and grief. 10. It's okay to say, I don't know. Something I've benefited a lot from is telling myself, I don't know. And that's exactly where I should be when I take that first step. As long as my curiosity is piqued enough to spark an interest, I will commit to learning about it, make it a journey to familiarize yourself with it, and internalize this as part of your lifelong learning, if you will. The beauty of this is that you will find yourself no longer saying, I don't know,